He's Ed Till.
Ed Till Show all over the Muslims against America today. Let's get more clips out of this, huh?
As I always say, the issue of terrorists and linking it to Islam is something I have a problem with it.
You have a problem?
You know,
so do I. There's too many dead Americans, you little bastard.
The issue of which church he would go and this, and also labeling us.
Labeling. Labeling. Really? You think you guys do it often enough to get labeled? Really? The labeling is our fault, or it's how many people we bury because of you?
Let me tell you, I was
Let me say, shut up, you. I'd smack you upside the head.
This thing.
Look at Tapper. Tapper's out of control. He doesn't know what to do with this interview. That poor Jake Tapper. You know, he used to work at ABC. They gave him all easy stuff. All right, shut up. Well, you act like I just walked into your bodega, man. You shouting at me. I'll come back to you in a second. The reason this is an illustration today on the Ed Till Show live on Talk Radio X and on WRN and WRN Plus and World Radio Network and Live 95 and every time zone around the world. Welcome. Is because Jake Tapper, in particular, along with Erin Burnett last week, were the two most embarrassing people in the media. She looks like a lost girl who's eating cupcakes every time she's lost because her ass is tripled in size as her ratings are going down. Nobody watches CNN, and the reason is they keep throwing up shows like first Erin Burnett. Awful. She has no background in any of these topics that she covers. She has no background at all. Now, they got rid of Ashley Banfield, but Ashley Banfield was no bargain either because she might have been somewhat experienced, but she didn't have what it took to get the job done there either. What was the other one? They had Campbell Brown. Remember Bulls and Bears? It was insane how many inferior journalists that CNN gets. And I love CNN. I am not knocking CNN at all. I am lamenting that the guys in CNN's newsroom, the guys who really put the news together and decide what the hell is going on and where you get it from, incredible sources, they're going nuts with Anderson Cooper. I mean, you know, she's like every night. She wears Anderson Cooper wears the most push-up bras in American journalism, hands down. Next to Fergie, I don't think anybody wears a push-up bra as often as Anderson Cooper. See, he's nuts, and then you got Erin Burnett, and then this poor Jake Tapper used to work for ABC. Now, ABC is a very good news organization. It's got, don't be misled by Diane Sawyer and George, a big fat Greek wedding in Stephanopoulos, right? Isn't that his big fat Greek wedding? George, you know, he can't get enough of himself too. He's Greek American. You know, he's got his Greek food there every morning. He's got Campbell Brown. He's got everybody feeding him cupcakes on the side. That's what George loves to be cute. He's married to that Alexandra Wentworth, a great show on cable. So anyway, ABC had this guy Tapper buried in amidst other correspondence. He was in the White House press corps. He was asking kiss-up questions. I think he went back to the W. Bush era, actually. But it was always a nothing question out of Jake Tapper. He would always get the first question, and the reason that the president or the White House would always allow him to have the first question is you give the first question to the weakest journalist in the room because you want the softest question. You don't want Woodward and Bernstein, teeing off on you in the beginning. So this is what Jake Tapper's known for. He's the stupid kid in the White House press corps class, the dumb kid, the dumb question. Usually, if you notice in your class, even if you're still going to graduate school or you going back for one of those refresher courses, whatever you're doing, there's always going to be somebody in the class. You can count on this every single time. You'll never be let down on this. They're going to ask a question that it shows clearly they were not listening to the very previous thing that was said. So they will, in fact, ask exactly, wow, we are getting some grass cutting out there. Well, that sounds like some big grass they're cutting down. Are you sure don't cut down the sea oats now? Because you can get a federal crime for that. So anyway, so that's Jake Tapper's story. Jake Tapper is the dumb kid, and now poor Jake Tapper, he must have felt underappreciated or underloved at CNN, whatever. He went and got himself a prominent gig on CNN, and they keep bringing Jake Tapper in, for all these big stories, and poor Jake Tapper doesn't know what the hell he is doing at all. know. He doesn't know one story from the next. So with these Muslim guys, he just lets them, wrap a turban around him and use him for a flying carpet. You know what I'm saying? That you might as well just lay Jake Tapper down and fly him around there like Alibaba and the seven, and his, what is it? No, Alibaba has 40 thieves, doesn't he? It's Aladdin and his seven, I don't know. Between the Aladdin's lamp and flying around on carpets, that's all I don't know why we'd have to have the terrorism out of these people. They had the flying carpet. They have the Aladdin's lamp. They have the Taj Mahal. What is the problem? But whatever, I can't sort everybody's psychology out for them. But this is their problem. They like to kill people over here. They like Osama bin Laden, who's dead, thank God, no matter who killed him. And second thing is they all day. Every day, all day do is, we're going to wipe out Israel. Oh, Israel's no good. Oh, the United States loves Israel. We hate everybody that loves Israel, so we hate the United States. We hate it. This is all they do. This is what every Arabic person deep down, except the good ones. We're talking about only the problem children today. The Al-Qaeda types, it's Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda, whoever he is. He lives down the hall, and he's a pain in the ass. So this is what's at stake. What's at stake for you and me right now is to put an end to this going on in the media. First, they come on and they don't apologize. If you don't apologize for attacking my country, I will just kill you for that. Honestly, if I was in charge, you're so lucky. I'm not Barack Obama. I would have you executed immediately under federal law. And I'd find a law. And if there was no law, I would say, stay right there. I'm going to pass one, and I'm going to execute you under it. I'm not going to have anybody who's sympathetic to the people who attacked us. No. Listen, you have all the free speech you want. You could say what you want. But you are going to get on television and attack me. You are going to have to get the response. But, your First Amendment is only yours, babe. But, this is a war that your people, not my friends. My friends did not initiate any war to you. Nobody that I know took a private plane out of Teterboro and flew it out to your little neck of the woods there and, flew it into the head of your camel. Never did that. Never. As a matter of fact, I never even cursed you out when you guys charge all that money for gas. I've always said, look, you know what? This is the Arabic people's thing. They got the sand, they got the camels, they got the horrible weather, and they got the gas, they got the oil, they got the crude. Let's face it, you guys love being crude. That's your whole thing. When you're Arabic is to be crude. You like to be loud. You like to be obnoxious. You like to be, in other words, you never, there's no delicacy. You're never delicate about anything. There's no feelings where you come. No babies. There's no little old ladies where you come from. No pussycats. There's nothing, no whispering where you come from. There's nothing nice and gentle and sweet. Everything would just like, God, what do you want? How much do you want with that? What do you? So, all right, with that attitude, you can't expect me to come over there and be like, oh, hey, listen, jihadi, I know you must be upset. No, I'm going to come over there when you're not looking. I'm going to take a lead pipe and split your freaking head in half and then pour in a gallon of this liquid freedom. Because I think that's what you need. I think that's what you really need. I think you need your head split wide open and then a gallon. All right, let me get this clip going here.
For Chad, Afghanistan.
Here we go.
And I was very humiliated by that. So this idea
humiliated.
Being
you got stopped at an airport and you're humiliated?
Less confidence to us and to our children. Let me tell you, I was coming back.
I never labeled you as responsible. I want to make sure you are.
Shut up, Jake. You putz. You disgusting little wimpy piece of crap. Robert Redford wouldn't even hire you to be a fake journalist in a movie.
That's this thing. I was coming back from a trip to two countries.
Yes.
Sponsored by the State Department.
Yeah.
And when I landed in Logan,
and
they looked at the passport, Chad, Afghanistan.
And